Brothers and sisters, welcome to the season of creation. We celebrate the season of creation from 1st of September to the 4th of October. Welcome to the 7th day of reflections on Laudato Si document. I read the paragraph 10 today. I believe that Saint Francis of Assisi is the example par excellence of care for the vulnerable and of an integral ecology lived out joyfully and authentically. Yes, today is the 7th day, and perhaps after a week-long celebration and reflection, it is right for us to thank God for the patron of ecology, Saint Francis of Assisi. Why is he a patron? For many reasons, but most of all, for treating each other as brother and sister. He called each one by name, and the famous poem called the Canticle of the Creatures, or he would address also this as Canticle of Brother Son. He would address everything, every object as brother and son. He called brother sun. He called out brother, sister moon and the stars. He called brothers wind and air, sister water, brother fire, sister earth who is our mother, and even death as sister death. This holy and humble man could treat the other, the outsider in other words, as one of his own family, and therefore he would address them as brother and sister. This is essentially the spirit of the season of creation. We are not an isolated community. We don't live in an island. We are one great family. The famous Sanskrit word, Vasudaika Kutumbam. We are all a family, a huge family. But it is not a political jargon, but actually a spirituality to be lived day in and day out. And who else did this best than Saint Francis of Assisi, who is rightly called today the patron of the ecology, and rightly to remember him on the 7th day. His whole relations with the others came from his inner joy, inner conviction, acceptance, and understanding that everything comes from God, and it is to him that we must give all glory. How do we treat others in our daily relationships is a question that I want to ask you today. Do the problems of the others matter to us? Are we a closed entity, or do we reach out to others for they too belong to our great family? We remember today, therefore, Saint Francis of Assisi and thank God for him for having reminded us that we all belong to one same family. We belong to what Pope Francis would call again and again, we belong to the integral ecology. We are all creatures, and therefore there is no harm in calling the other brother and sister. I ask you 3 questions today. Can you call out others around you as brother or sister? Can you name few of the things that you notice today as brother and sister? Perhaps you notice a tree, a stone, perhaps a bus, perhaps a plant, a flower. Can you observe sun or moon or the stars or the water that you use all the time and relate yourself as your own brother and sister? Try it out. This is a wonderful way of celebrating the grace of season of creation. Thank you.